Hey, welcome back to another day, another vlog. Happy Monday, wherever you are, whatever you're doing. If you're on a podcast, listening on a push bike, thanks for stopping by. Much appreciated. Good to see you all. Hope you all had a fantastic weekend. A little bit hectic at work. Got some new programs I'm trying to sort out. It's logistical. What do you call it? Logistical nightmare. That's the safest word. But other than that, all good. No rain, unfortunately. We're supposed to get some rain over all this week, all this swing so far, and nothing. Just petered out. Poured up north. Probably about half an hour away, 45 minutes, just outside of Carringini, above that, on the way to Port Hedland and Carafa. They got a heap of rain. We got nothing, and it just wasn't hot enough today for that rain to come through. Plenty of clouds floating around, but yeah, just not that rain. Again, they're predicting some thunderstorms late tomorrow, but which would be perfect for the shift change for the photography. Just don't know if I'm going to have any luck. It's going to be a little tricky one, so I'm trying to work out what to do. If it's not going to rain, am I going to get an Astro, or what am I going to do? I'll have to work it out. I'm just going to play it by ear, basically, from tomorrow night, from shift change. So we'll see how we go, but all looking good. Now, a couple of things. Canyon Loop went up Friday night. Pretty happy with that. Hope you enjoyed it. Droney got out. He got some footage of the local area of the canyons. Now, that's what I've been really stoked about that, because it sort of gives you a bit more of an idea of where I am and where I'm walking through and stuff like that, and see how rough and crazy the terrain is that we are, and the mountain ranges at the back and all that sort of stuff. So I hope that looked as good as I thought it did. Super stoked for my first effort with the drone, a real drone probably, I guess, even though it's only a mini. For us budget YouTubers, that's all we can afford. Yeah, no, it come up pretty good. I was pretty stoked, nice. I'm starting to get the hang of it. I'm trying to get out after work and do a little bit more playing with it each time there's no wind, so I can sort of get used to making it smoother and getting the flow and plan. You got to plan your routes and stuff like that. I think that's the most important part with the drones. Plan where you're going to shoot before you get up there and fly. Sort of have an idea in your head of what you're trying to go and get. So A, you don't run out of time, and B, you get a nice smooth bit of footage that you can use, so you're not cutting and shutting and making it choppy a bit. I guess that's the hard part. So that went up. Now, I did say on the weekend I was going to do the iPhone 12 unboxing, the Pro, which I did. I was going to save it to Friday, but, you know, it's an unboxing. I already had the phone. I'm using it. I'm talking about it. I just wanted to get it out. So that is this Friday's video. So there won't be one coming up this Friday. A bit of a weekend off for me, I guess. I've already started on next week's video. I'm sort of ahead of the apex. I was going to try and push to get this out, but yeah, I'm going to just back off a little bit and just let it go as per normal, as the plan. I did put it up again as well because the iPhone 12 is reasonably new. It's no use putting it up 4 months after it's been released and putting an unboxing. It's not really going to, I guess, do much. So yeah, it's a bit of my look on it, and everyone's different and how they look at it. So if you haven't already seen that, that's up there as well. And another little thing I've been trying out, which I sort of started on the weekend, did a couple to sort of get a bit of a test and dip the old foot in the water, as they say. YouTube Shorts, if you haven't heard of that, I guess it's like Instagram Reels, TikTok, all that sort of stuff. The beauty of Instagram Shorts is I can just smash it out of my camera phone on the iPhone 12 Pro and get that and use that a lot more. And that's really a business tool for me now, to try and get that when I can't carry around the M50 with a nice lens. At least I can get some like shorts and stuff like that. Just get them out. From what they talk about, it's sort of, you don't make any money out of them. It's not a money making tool, but it's sort of, I guess, gets your brand and your channel out to the masses. Much like TikTok, everyone 36. It's only less than 60 seconds. You've got to do it. You've got to tag in shorts, and then it'll automatically go into this YouTube Shorts cycle, which gets dumped out to millions of people every day, and there's no sort of set person or whatever. It's basically luck of the draw, and when it hits hard, and there's been some reports of some really big blow-ups of videos. And it's sort of like, it's not, as I said, it's not a monetization thing. It's more so just, I guess, to just get my channel out there and I guess be able to show everyone else what I enjoy, and hopefully they get to see some of this beautiful country in WA before we leave. So very, very cool. Now, other than that, there's a little bit of tech stuff. So we might get into some news and talk about that. So a little bit there, we've got some Nissan stuff, which is important. Eldato, YouTube, we've got some Gobe stuff, some talk about some laptops and some Canon stuff. So we'll start off back to front, flip it up. Canon R5&6 users, if you are out there. News on Canon rumours today was that they will be getting an update, a pretty good update actually. I said last week there was a little update for RF mount cameras, and it was pretty much just fixing little bugs basically. Well, this is actually like a good update, good little firmware update. First quarter of 2021, so that's January to March. You're going to have I think March is going to be a big tech thing in 2021. It's going to be not Techtober or Techtember, it's going to be Tetarch. That doesn't work. Tetarch. Tekarch? No, that sounds really bad. Anyway. So you should get something out there. It's going to include, you're going to now get out of this update, Cine Raw Light, which will be really good for you pro video guys. Another aspect there, as well as probably the most important one. You're paying $6,000 for a freaking camera, another $3,000 for a lens. C-Log3, which is, from all reports and what I've seen, I haven't used it, so please forgive me if I'm wrong. And again, it just depends on each person. C-Log3, the best video one for the Canon format. So C-Log3 as well. And then 1080, 120 frames a second. So that will be really good for the B-roll as well. So look, that's actually sounds like a really good update. From what the boys were saying on Canon Room, it's only for the R5 and R6. Don't think it goes for the R or the RP. We know about them. There's some changes coming. So the R's pretty much, the R model you got now, that's going to be the only one there is. And they're making another one of that. They're already basically ditched that. There'll be a whole new level or a whole new model in there. And then the RP that's out now, that's getting ditched for a newer model that's going to be cheaper. So I have been looking at RP and I'm sort of looking at them and I'm so close. There's some good deals out there at the moment, but I'm sort of in the back of my head thinking, wait. I'm sort of thinking I might just hold off until January, just see how the end of January goes, because I've got a funny feeling once this other RP comes in, the one RP and the R that is out now is going to drop by at least another $200 to $300 easily, I think. So it's going to be some really good deals in the early part of 2021 if you're looking to jump into the full frame and you don't want to pay the $2,000 to $3,000 to $6,000 to $7,000 to $10,000 framework. And then you can sort of go hunting for some second-hand lenses. I think those RF lenses, I've seen a few now, have just started creeping in on the eBay market. You're starting to get a few RF lenses here and there at like decent prices second-hand. They've changed or upgrade or whatever reason. So look, that's good for photographers like myself that are trying to sneak up to that next level. And like we're in the minors and we're looking to try and get a couple of hits here and there and then shoot up and maybe get ourselves a nicer bat and get ourselves up there permanently. But you never know. So look, that's some good news. Also on cameras, Tokina. Sounds a bit better. 7 new lenses out for DSLR users, which is really nice to hear. There's still some die-hard DSLRs. There's die-hard film shooters. Vintage lenses. I love vintage lenses. I think they give a great feel. One of my good friends, Mark Holtz of the channel, Vintage Lens Guru. If you haven't ever watched anything about vintage lenses and you want a cheap way to get some nice character into your video or photography, go watch Mark Holtz's channel. He's just a genius at it, and he does amazing videos on vintage lenses. He got me addicted, and he'll definitely get you addicted. You only got to watch one of these videos on the Super Tokina stuff, and you'll be hooked for life. Look, Tokina's come out. They've got a 17 to 35. It's an ATX-I f4, so it's a flat f4. So good, decent lens. I don't think they haven't got any prices. It's not their top of the range, but I think it's going to be pretty well priced. Great travel lens. They're saying it's fairly well light. It's got all the stuff. EF. It's only in Nikon F and EF mounts for Canon. weather sealed or moisture sealed, they call it, but I'm assuming that's basically it's going to have an O-ring in there and be reasonably weather sealed. And yeah, it's going to be a great little new option for you guys to shoot in DSLR. So that's important too, for those third-party camera companies looking to help you guys out a little bit too. So that was pretty cool, I thought, so I chucked that in there. Gobe, if you haven't heard of Gobe, the Australian ND filters company, plant trees. Every time you buy one of their products, they plant, I think it's 5, or maybe no, I don't think it's 5, I think it's like 2 or 3 trees for every $1 you spend with them. They'll go and plant some trees, which is a great little thing. Look, they're probably not the best ND filters on the planet, but again, us budget guys, it's a great little way to get into it. And if you're starting out, I think my first lens was a Gobe lens. I've got a 49mm one of theirs that I used on my Super Takinamars and my M50 when I got it. So even on the kit lens. So look, they're by no means crappy. They're a quality, decent one. They're not a Polar Pro or a Breakthrough filters, not of that ridiculously high level. But also the price ain't near there. Well, they're changing names as of the 24th, so tomorrow. Their whole name is changing. We don't know what it is yet. Your account will stay the same. Everything will stay the same, like the website. It's just basically they're going for a full rebrand. Still get the trees every time you shop. You'll be helping out the environment, so that's pretty good. So it'll be interesting to see how they go. They're looking at new products, new range. I think that which is a good idea for them. As much as they've sort of been focused a little bit on filters and stuff like that, and some mounts, I think it's good that they start looking at expanding, because if you get a little bit stale, sometimes that can be, I think you need to keep moving forward, unfortunately, in business, and just keep going and expanding and getting bigger. If you sort of stop nowadays, it seems like you sort of end up sort of fall a little bit flat and then petering out and end up like, say, Nikon and Olympus, who are struggling heaps. So we don't want that. So look, that's good. They're an Aussie company too, so that's pretty cool. Now YouTube, big one, YouTube, and this is pretty interesting. There's been a few things about it, but no one's really talking about it. It's probably reasonably big news. YouTube's adding ads onto non-monetized channel videos. So my channel, I've got less than 1,000 subscribers. I've got 310 of yous, I think. Yep, 310 today, all of yous. Thank you very much. It's great to have yous. I do appreciate every one of yous. Don't you worry about that. They're basically saying now that, well, what they're doing now is, because you've got to get to 1,000 subscribers to be able to monetize your channel, and then you sort of can pick and put how many ads you want in each video. Well, and that's sort of a benefit of being a small creator, I guess, is people that come to watch this Another Day, Another Vlog, or watch one of my photo tours or unboxings or any of the myriad of crazy stuff I do. You don't have to watch any ads. Well, that's all changing. For little creators, they're putting ads in and we get nothing out of it. So I think that's pretty bloody rude. If you're going to put ads in there, and most of us would be happy if we got like $50 a month or something from ads, that would be amazing, other than just keep taking it out of my wallet and saving it up. Getting another $50 a month or something like that would be amazing. It's a little bit weird that they allow themselves just to dump ads on our stuff and not pay us for it. It's pretty rude. It's our channel. Look, I know it's their business, but it's our channel. It's our, so I guess, proprietary rights and stuff. And I think it's a bit rude that they force you to wait for 1,000 subscribers and then now, oh no, but we're going to make some money off you in the meantime. So look, I understand they're a business and they've got to make money to let us do what we need to do. That is fine and that's cool and it's tough times, but yeah, a little bit weird. And they didn't come out and tell us up front either. They got caught out. People have started noticing it and they got smashed straight away. So look, a little bit disappointed from YouTube in that regards. It'll be interesting to see if they continue doing that or if they actually pull their heads in and go, yeah, that's not the right thing to do. So anyway, we'll see what happens. So if you do see ads on the video, it's not me. My apologies. Yeah, sorry for that. And a lucky last, a good one for me. We probably haven't talked about. I'm a massive Datsun fan. I've had a 120. I've had many cars in my life. 120Y was my first car. Love it. Loved it. Brilliant car. Absolutely amazing. I've had a Datsun 1200 Ute. amazing. I've had a Datsun 1000 rally car. Love Datsuns. I call them Datsuns. I don't call them Nissans. I still think they should be called Datsuns. A much better name. And well, they've come out with a new Navara. Now, Navara in the States is not the Titan. The next one down. So apologies. I can't remember. Should know what it is, but I've forgotten. Old age. Alzheimer's kicking in. So the next one down, there's a new Navara coming out. It's called the... Oh, I didn't write it down. That's terrible, Ash. Wow. Terrible research. New model coming out. It's got a whole new front end. It's got the American front end, similar to that Titan, that big square sort of tapered grill at the front. Full off-road. A lot of digital tech in there, safety features. Probably all the stuff that four-wheel drive people don't really want, where they're lane departure, braking and all that crap, that noise crap out of you. So yeah, it's coming. Waiting for prices. I'm in the email list to wait till I get it. It does look pretty good. The only one that doesn't look good, there's a top of the range one called the, I think it's a Pro Grade one or something like that, which is a four-wheel drive off-road pack. And they go from 18-inch wheels down to 17-inch. And you look at them and the wheels look ridiculously small on the truck. So I'm pretty sure they're going to get booted straight off the truck and put some 30s on there, because that's what they should have done. No one... I had 17s and 18s. I think I had 17s on my Datsun 1200 Ute. Like, really? Yeah, they probably needed a bigger tyre on there if they're going to try and get that four-wheel drive market, and some better rims. The rims weren't really flash. But other than that, the body looks really nice. Roll bar, it's good. You can get leather, you can get sort of semi-leather. Some good little options, Apple CarPlay, some other stuff in there. It's not probably definitely a higher spec than the N-Track. The N-Track was the last model. 3.5 tons towing. There's four options you can get. Pro-4X. That was the model. Sorry, my bad. I did have it written down. I just can't read my own writing. That's terrible. But yeah, looked pretty nice and not a bad rig. It'd be interesting to see the price. Now, the concerning bit I had is Nissan's been actually a big leader in electric and hybrid stuff. The small car market, they've got a couple of little options there that are really good. But Navara, which is probably one of their biggest selling vehicles, they still haven't slotted at least a hybrid in. You're bringing out a new machine. Realistically, they should be looking dead, like square down the barrel of hybrid at the minimum, with the electric 2 to 3 years behind. Like, they seem to be way behind on the Ute. This could have been a good way to chuck in a hybrid model, use a hybrid as a four-wheel drive and really push it forward. But yeah, so I was a little bit disappointed in that. Hopefully Nissan head office and that start focusing on that, because they're going to get left behind. You got your Teslas, the Rivians and all these other ones that are popping up. If they don't get in there, look, they've progressively got smaller and smaller. That GTR, as much as it's amazing, this Tesla's now as capable, and if not, probably can beat it. So they've really got to change their game and start looking for the future, I think, for old Nissan and Datsun. But yeah, that's about it. It is a nice car. It does look really good. Hopefully under 60 grand. That'd be nice. That'd be really cool. Anyway, that's it from me. I will see you all tomorrow. Tomorrow is shift change night, so we'll see you then. Should have a fair bit of new news, because it'll be Monday in the States, so we'll get a heap more tech stuff out tomorrow. I will catch up with you then. Thanks for stopping by. See you tomorrow. If you're coming that way, I'll catch you tomorrow. Peace.